Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today we are talking about the Elimination Chamber, guys, and oh my god, this was one of the craziest PLEs, pay-per-views, whatever you want to call it, of all time. Randy Orton returns, we found out who attacked Jade Cargill, and then John Cena turned heel for the first time in 22 years. This is absolutely unbelievable. I honestly can't believe this just happened. So yeah, we're going to be breaking down everything for you guys. We're going to be breaking down my thoughts about the matches and whatnot. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. But before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with your post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, Link Nugget Vlogs. Make sure you subscribe to my main channel at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And not fruited, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the video. Let's roll that intro. Hey, come on, Stotty. Stop! 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 Red Slam! First pitch! Bring him in! Yes! Oh, damn. Alright, let's go to the video. So starting off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match, I mean, the way it started was honestly an incredible way to start because they just got right to the point. Jade Cargill just came out right, before the chamber match happened or right when it happened, whatever. And she goes right after Naomi. Now, obviously, I think we all knew that it really wasn't Liv Morgan or Raquel Rodriguez who attacked Jade Cargill. We knew it was going to be Belair or Naomi. So yeah, we finally got our answer. Now I think the only suspense that people are getting is that Belair was kind of pleading with Cargill not to take out Naomi. So we could possibly maybe see a double turn, maybe see Belair turn heel as well with Naomi on Cargill. That could be something kind of like a New Day sort of thing. That's only the suspense I feel like we have, but also that suspense could make us think that maybe it actually wasn't Naomi that attacked him. Maybe Cargill has the wrong person. But I feel like that's just Belair. I feel like that's just WWE trying to tell us that Belair can't actually believe it that Naomi would attack Jade Cargill. So I think that's what happened there. But other than that, the match was pretty good for the most part. The elimination, I thought the eliminations, stacked up well. Nothing was really too out of the ordinary. Obviously, Belair winning. I don't think it was. I don't think it really was much of a competition, I guess you could say, to really pick who was going to win. It was kind of obvious. Obviously, everybody in that match didn't really have the star power, I guess you could say, like Bianca Belair. And I mentioned this in the last video, other than Becky Lynch, she's really the only person that can, face Rhea Ripley outside of WrestleMania, or outside of Becky Lynch at WrestleMania because of her star power. So yeah, Roxanne Perez, she looks pretty good going to the main roster. We kind of know everybody's storylines going into WrestleMania. Actually not really. We know Belair, Naomi storylines, but other than that, we don't really know anybody else's storyline like Bayley, Liv Morgan, and Raquel. Perez, we don't really know their storylines going into WrestleMania. So I guess we'll find out as the weeks come. And Alexa Bliss, we kind of know she's probably gonna be doing with the Wyatt Six. But yeah, that was a pretty good match. And then Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus, they beat Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. This match was good. There really wasn't anything wrong with the match. It just felt like filler, though. It obviously got overshadowed by everything. It is what it is, but, this match was really just to get the crowd going for a hometown hero in Trish Stratus. There obviously was no way that Tiffany Stratton or Trish Stratus were going to lose this match, just because of where it was located. And this match, once again, obviously has bigger meaning than this tag team match. Obviously, we're going to see a Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus match down the line. So yeah, we'll see that sooner. Maybe we might see it in a couple of months, to be honest with you. Maybe more towards the summer. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Or maybe it happened after WrestleMania. I don't know. Depending on if Tiffany Stratton depending on if Stratus calls Stratton, to tongue twister, at WrestleMania for the title. But I just don't want Charlotte Flair to win at WrestleMania. Like, I'm hoping that Stratton can retain. But yeah, I'm not sure what LeRae or Jax are going to do after this. I'm not sure what their storyline is really going to be. But yeah, I mean, this match was kind of filler. It is what it is. The match was good overall. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. But it really didn't serve much of a purpose. And then moving on, Kevin Owens beat Sami Zayn, and then Randy Orton returned. I was actually kind of surprised that Kevin Owens did win. I really did think Sami Zayn was going to, but I guess Kevin Owens needs more momentum than Sami Zayn going into WrestleMania because they'll have a bigger match on the card, which is obviously going to be against Randy Orton. I say this was a match, but this was really just a brawl, to be honest with you. I mean, this was just steel chair shots and barbed wires and all this sort of stuff. This was just a brawl, and it obviously lived up to the hype that I think that the promo on SmackDown last Friday set it out to be. Obviously, they said that they were really going to hurt each other, and yeah, this was really no pure wrestling or anything like their previous matches that we like. We've seen a different side of their encounters, and this was really just a straight up brawl. And you like to see it. I mean, you get a bit. We've seen a million matches between them. Obviously, they've all been great, but we get a little bit of diversity when it comes to these guys. So it was a good match overall. I really liked it. And then obviously Randy Orton coming back at the end, it was a good finishing touch. We almost saw a punt kick, first time since 2020 we almost saw it. And yeah, it was a really, really good, really good match. And obviously Randy Orton, I said that Randy Orton, nothing was really I couldn't think of anything that would top his return. I was definitely wrong, but we'll get into that in just a little bit later. But yeah, this was a really good match. And then John Cena winning the Elimination Chamber. So let's talk about the Chamber match first. I thought the Chamber overall was really good. Everybody in the match had a problem with each other, and it was really good. Like, there was really nothing wrong with it. I thought that Punk and Cena at the end was a good touch because you really like to see that. Punk obviously protected in the end. He didn't tap out. He didn't get pinned. He just fell asleep, which is something that you do want to see. But yeah, that's something there that I liked about it. I mean, Priest I thought put on a good performance. Cena going through the pod by Seth Rollins was good. That was a good touch to it. There really was just nothing I could really complain about in this match. It was just like a really, really good match. I would give it like an A, to be honest with you. I thought it was really good. Obviously, everybody loves to see Cena when he was a babyface. What else really was there? I feel like that this match was all about Cena and CM Punk, to be honest with you. And that's who it came down to. The Seth Rollins stomp at the end was unexpected. I did not see that coming, at all. And I gasped really loud when that happened. That was really cool. But yeah, it was a great match. And then at the end, obviously we see Cena win off the STF. Now, I think it was good to have Cena take advantage of take advantage of the take advantage of the Seth Rollins stomp. It was kind of the only foreshadowing that we got to him, turning heel. Obviously, nobody expected him to do what he did. But yeah, it was something. I just can't believe it, to be honest with you. And then we get into The Rock coming out with Travis Scott. Now, first, Travis Scott coming out was a bit odd. I really didn't know what the hell he was doing there. Now, for the people saying he took away from the moment, I mean, come on. Like, John Cena turned heel for the first time in 22 years. And you're and you're complaining about it. Like, you're complaining about Travis Scott going in. I mean, come on. Like, you're just being ridiculous at this point. Like, obviously, he didn't add to it, and was it a bit awkward? Yes, but he didn't take away from it. Like, come on. Like, you just find something to complain about. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't anything to get, all gung-ho over like WWE probably wanted us to do. I feel like it was an NWO sort of thing, because NWO used to bring in celebrities and all that. But yeah, I'm not like getting all upset about it. Like, it wasn't anything to lose your mind over. Anyway, I thought that when Cena and Rhodes were hugging and The Rock, did his looked at him, I thought Cena frowned at him, because he was like, I'm coming for you too. But then The Rock was like, I don't know, it was just I thought the Cena was getting ready to attack The Rock. First, Cody denying the offer. That was real. He really went in on him. Told him to go F himself. That was bad. That was good. I mean, it was great. You get my point. Bad in the sense that he turned him down. That was great. And then they hugged Cena, but I thought Cena was gonna go after The Rock when he hugged him and when he frowned at him. I didn't think he was gonna kick him in the nuts, and then he kicked him in the nuts, and I was like, oh, I could that was the I have watched wrestling since 2016. I'd say July of 2016, I have watched wrestling religiously. I don't think I have ever been more shocked in my entire life, or entire wrestling life, than seeing that. The only times I could really ever think of being that surprised was maybe Jey Uso winning the Rumble and Brock Lesnar coming back in 2021. But this is the most shocked I've ever been. People are comparing it to when Hulk Hogan turned heel at Bash at the Beach 96. That is what people are comparing it to. Do we know how crazy that is to be comparing it to that? This is the craziest heel turn I've ever seen in my entire life. I just couldn't believe it. And then obviously the beatdown after was just shocking, and nobody could believe it. The arena was just, they couldn't believe it. And then obviously when Cena held the title, the crowd went nuts. The reasoning I really think is simple. There really isn't. It's really not. It's not like when Jimmy turned on Jey Uso. You couldn't really understand the explanation. The explanation for this is pretty simple. Cena wants to, win the 17th world title. He doesn't have much time left, and he feels that selling his soul to The Rock would get him to win the 17th world title. It's simple. Now, if they choose to go in a different direction, then, I really don't know what to tell you, but that seems like the simple explanation to all this. Cody really didn't have a reason to turn to go with The Rock, and I've said that before. Turning Cody heel would not have, was not good. It wasn't good for anything. Turning Cena heel, for the storyline purpose is really good. I think it's great. I think he's going to sell tons of merch as well, Cena. People have been waiting for years to see a Cena heel turn, and it was just absolutely incredible. Cena and The Rock teaming up, two of the greatest wrestlers, two wrestlers on the Mount Rushmore of WWE, is just absolutely incredible. I don't know if Travis Scott's going to continue to team up with them. It'll be pretty interesting. One thing I am also interested to see is that people are trying to talk about when The Rock did the 3 at Bad Blood, and he did the 2 at the Elimination Chamber. I'm wondering if that means one's down, Cody's down. Now he's got to take out The Rock and Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso, or if that means he's turned one guy heel and to join him, and he's got to bring in 2 more. So maybe we could see 2 more heel turns. I don't know. I'm kind of just fantasy booking at that point, but I saw that. I saw on the internet. I don't know if there's a connection, but I'm just interested because that is something that caught my eye. Normally things like that they don't mean anything to me, but that was pretty interesting. I thought that could be a thing. I don't know if it is because Cena and The Rock is just, so massive, like such a big partnership as it is, that like I don't think you need anybody else there. So yeah, it also keeps The Rock away from wrestling, which he's obviously not going to be doing. It keeps him playing from behind the scenes. Now, I think that this is like the only time that if Cena as a babyface, I don't think was going to win at WrestleMania. Cena as a heel, could he actually win? I think this is the only time in Cody Rhodes' reign where we don't actually know if he's going to retain the title. This is going to be very interesting. I'm so excited. Everybody was talking about, oh, the build to WrestleMania sucks now, and, it wasn't as good as last year. Everybody has to take their words back. Everybody's got to take their words back. I really stayed quiet on that. I might have mentioned something a little bit in my last video, how, they're really just, I don't even think so. Obviously it wasn't as big as last year, but, it was so big last year that, I didn't think anything could top it, but this looks like it could, now it looks like it could possibly be topped with John Cena turning heel. Man, I can't believe it. I'm so ready. WrestleMania, we have a month and March 2nd? You have a month and 17 days until WrestleMania, the first night. It's going to be so cool. I'm so ready. We know who the world champions are facing. Everything's getting set up. I'm so ready to go. That'll do it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Living Great Blogs. Make sure you guys subscribe to my main channel at Around the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on X Around the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Around the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Around the Great Podcast. And as always, Around the Great out. Peace.